to my live stream. Today is day 13 of our nursery rhyme challenge. As you remember, the challenge is about learning one nursery rhyme and maybe a little bit of history related to this nursery rhyme and extensions. But the most important thing we are doing, we are learning the gestures if they are involved in actions, and we are learning to play it on baritone ukulele or any ukulele that you have. So I started with this song along with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So any beginning ukulele player, especially the one who is playing for children, obviously would know this song because this song is pretty universal. I give you the hint what this song is about. It has letters in it. Can you think what song is that? And children around the world, even if they do not speak English, like to sing this song. I'm gonna sing it for you and you can join. Ready? Let's sing it together and learn the chords. So this one is C for the first A, B, C, D. So for the first 4 letters, A, B, C, D. Then we switch to F, E, and then back to C, G, then G7, H, I, back to C, J, K, back to G7, L, M, N, O, back to C, P. I will put the chords in the description below as with all the other live streams. And as you know, there is a surprise that is waiting for everyone who is watching these live streams, whether live or in recording. So keep tuned and keep an eye on the prize. Q, R, S, T, we are playing on the chord C. Q, R, then G7, S, T, then C, U, and G7, B, W, then G7, X, and back to C, and Y, and back to G7, and Z. Now C. Now I know my A, B, C. Next time, won't you sing with me? There is as you can see, there are a lot of chord changes in this song. So this song is not easy to learn. However, if you think about this song melody, does it remind you of something? So what I like about nursery rhymes as a beginning ukulele player is how easy it is to play children's songs, nursery rhymes. So if you are not confident, once you learn one melody, you will find out that Baba Black Sheep, alphabet song, or ABC song as children call it, and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and few more songs, they have very simple melody which is transferable. Yeah, once you learn a set of chords, then you can do it again and again. Now let's sing our Twinkle Twinkle Little Star ABC together. And as I said, once you learn the progression of the chords and become comfortable, first few weeks probably will be playing along, looking at the music and chords, which is completely fine. I just wanted to share this book with you actually while we are doing this wonderful live stream. So this is my first book that I know that's my HDD. So this is the first book with chords that I use. So I know it doesn't look very shiny or presentable. However, you can tell that this book has been used in the real kinder. So we have some dog ears here. We have some water damage here. Very, very clear that this book is from the kindergarten, and I'm a real kindergarten teacher. See, ABC has A and Z. Someone added this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The start of this book was just printing out chords from different sources like story time, ukulele. Sometimes I would just invent the chord progression like Kookaburra sits on the old gum tree and write it down myself. As long as you have something like this at the start when you're not feeling comfortable, right? You can always use it as a back support. Then you can buy also music like Justin guitar books for ukulele children's songs, or Hal Leonard books, which I like as well. So this one is from the book, and this song is a little bit more complex, Over in the Meadow. So I need to see the piano music as well sometimes, because I play piano too. Yeah, so this kind of chords are harder to, I guess, to read sometimes because you don't know the strumming pattern. That's what I discovered. So if you are looking for your first ukulele book or resource, make sure that it has very clear, like, understanding where the chords should be played, and also a strumming pattern. Strumming pattern usually looks like arrows, and it's easy to use when you have a strumming pattern. So let's think about this one that is ABC again. So we'll go back to ABC. If I find it. Yeah, so this is from the book, a big book of ukulele songs, and as you can see, there is no strumming pattern, so you have to improvise. And for the beginning ukulele teacher player, it's really hard to improvise with the strumming pattern. So as I'm suggesting, the easiest one is down strokes like this. For example, that's how I learned to play, and you can watch my older videos. I'm still playing this way. A, B, C, D. See, it's easy. Then E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So you're just playing down, down, down. That's an easy one. Then eventually when you learn how to play, you can make it a little bit more complicated and sophisticated, for example, by playing like this. Are you ready to sing ABC song, everyone? Yay! A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, So what I'm using is called chalking. It's a different and very complex technique, for me at least it was. It took me a while to learn, so I'd say I learned it only during my second or third year, and I started to practice it more and it became second nature. So chalking or muting the strings is really great way to improve your ukulele playing, but that's an advanced technique, so we're not gonna talk about it. And just to give you an idea of what it might sound like on baritone when you start using all these nice flowery techniques to play music. Alright, so few extensions with this song, which is now, as we discovered, not just alphabet song, but Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and actually Baba Black Sheep and Old MacDonald's as well in terms of chords and melody. What extension number one I would use is trying to sing this alphabet backwards. That's a really complex task, but for preschoolers or primary school children who are familiar with ABC, it might be a bit trippy to do it backwards because it's more complex. Just try it yourself. So I'm just gonna use the book because I'm not very smart. Alright, so this is the ABC backwards. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, N, A, and that's it. B, N, A. Now I've said my Z, Y, X is bet you. That's not what you expected. Yeah, that was bad. So it's not easy. Well, I challenge you to try, but it's just for fun. So you can do it as an improvisation and it's just for fun, of course. Next thing I would do is, of course, display ABC. So if you have your flashcards or this ABC line, and most centers do, or a table, you will display it. If you are teaching children at home, you can definitely do it at home, especially now with all the free resources and Etsy available. You can print out very, very beautiful ABC or alphabet, so all the letters of alphabet, and display them first as a line and tell them that alphabet is when letters are all in special order. So special order is important. That's why we sing this song, right? So song is first in introduction to alphabet, because alphabet is a symbolic system that is quite hard to decode for children. If you think about EYLF, it relates to EYLF outcome number 5, and it's not an easy task for them. So they only started to talk and recognize language sounds. Now they need to understand that they're symbols, and the way we write them, they mean something, and we have to decode symbols. As Maria Montessori was saying, children actually learn reading through writing. What does it mean? So think about it. Like if you write mom, mama, that's let's say in my language, in Russian, mama means mom, or something more simple in English like a cat, right? So is the sound that is different from the letter C. So a child wants to write it as with K-A-T if they learned it, or they would definitely be questioning how to write it. So there are rules about how to write, and through writing, reading is possible according to Maria Montessori. Current research suggests there are many ways to learn to read. Some are more effective than others, and we know 2 different systems. One is learning letters and then putting them together to create words. It's not perfect because some words are not easy to put together because of the spelling. And also it makes children slow down in terms of how they read sometimes and learn to read. So it might be very difficult for some learners. As an early childhood teacher who was teaching reading using special system, I was teaching children using syllables. And syllables are easier for children to learn, but you need obviously different type of language. In English, you can learn letters like A, B, C, D, but what I would suggest, never learn them just a song, because that's a rote learning. What you need is children to see, and that's what we need whiteboard for, to see the letter and sing it. So if you don't have this poster, so the first extension would be to give children tools like this, texters, and little whiteboards or big whiteboards outside and inside where they can practice scribbling, actually pre-writing. But also you can put some letters yourself and ask them to wipe them off. I'll show you what I mean. So for example, we are writing A, yeah, in printed, yeah. So and A, yeah, so is the first letter of our ABC song. A, B, yeah, then you can write B. And then you model letters like this. It's better from a kind of visual point of view to display all of them in your room. So they should see it many times before they will remember them. They also need to see them in different ways, printed. So for that reason, magazines and old books are fantastic for pasting activities. So you can use old magazines, cut out those letters, and children can create their own pictures and words. For example, their name would be the first thing that you will probably teach them to write, or so-called write, print with those letters. You can do ABC like that, so just asking children to wipe it. This is also teaching pre-writing skills, and children love doing that because it's so relaxing. A few more other things, sensory activities related to ABC. For example, you can do Play-Doh. Yeah, Play-Doh letters. Children also will be using clay. You can use sand and sticks, and you can draw letters outside. So try to use a lot of opportunities to practice letter writing and ABC. Introduce it everywhere throughout your room or home or family daycare. Also expose children to letters deliberately. For example, children really are drawn to recognition of their letter. So I had this line displayed in the room. I remember in every room I work for like some days, like more than one day, let's say, if I'm not a casual. I do display this line or a ABC table or flashcards and invite children to name them, right? So can they guess which one is that? Which one is that? And they always recognize the one that is related to their name. As one of my teachers, Zaitsev, who created a system of reading, teaching children to read and approach to math, unfortunately he passed away. He was saying that children love the sound of their name, so as Dale Carnegie. So use this to your advantage, and when you are singing ABC song, you also can encourage children to recognize their letter. Giving them flashcards to play is another great way to introduce alphabet. Another game you can add, and that's obviously very simple because it's a lot of ideas for ABC online, and even old style materials are wonderful. Puzzles, ABC puzzles, magnetic letters in the sand, magnetic letters on the fridge, and any kind of I guess I Spy with my little eye games where you put letters in rice or any kind of bottle, that way they can spot them. But as long as they are all tactical, sensory, they can write, wipe these letters, trace them, remember this all body movements, they will learn better. So children are multisensory learners. First few years are years of sensory development. So remember that when you are setting up experiences. And also remember that music is the best medium for learning and memorizing things. You remember a lot of songs that you don't probably want to remember, like ad jingles, because of the earworms. The nature of music is how it goes into your memory and your brain and long-term memory. So that's why, once again, if you will sing it every day and show children letters as you sing, yeah, or invite one child who is more confident with letters, to follow. Yes, so or give everyone like little ABC tables where they can follow you, sing along as a choir. That would be the most effective way to learn ABC. Ready? Last one. A, B, C, D, F, G. Now you know what to do with ABCs. Bye for now, and I'll see you tomorrow.